episode 9 of Unfiltered Immigration. I couldn't do a live stream as I'm in Canada for 2 weeks, since 2 weeks now. So didn't get much chance last week, but I had some time to, so decided to hop on today. And there was this topic I wanted to talk about for a couple of weeks after seeing a lot of protests on different topics at different universities and a lot of different places, right? So, wanted to talk about this concept, which is like more in investing, but like that can apply to in many different other aspects of life as well, right? So, uh, one is called like fundamental investing versus trend investing, or like usually when it comes to investing, it's mostly like fundamental investing, right? But like then the other is like trend trading, which is like more about like short duration, right? So, what are those things and how that you see that when it comes to different protesting and how we can like use it to bring the solution to our cause, which is like to end the discrimination based on the country of birth, right? And if you don't know me, my name is Anuj, and I talk about high skill immigration as it pertains to the United States, and especially like advocating for to end the discrimination based on the country of birth. So if you don't know, like in the United States, even skill-based immigration is prioritized based on the country of birth rather than like purely skills, right? Which is so wrong, and a lot of people are hurting a lot, but also like it's not good for America. So, okay, let's talk about fundamental versus trend investing, right? What it is. So when it comes to like fundamental investing, a lot of people do what they do is like they learn all the KPIs of the business, that is the business is making profit or not, what is their price to earning ratio, what is their ROI, and all this kind of things they study a lot. They look at their like call their balance statement and all those kind of like statement which company publishes, and they study that quarterly reports and all those things, and then they invest in the company, right? So just to give you the best person who does this is like Warren Buffett. And Warren Buffett, anytime he even wants to buy one stock of a company, he analyzes that company in a way that it's he's buying the entire company. And the why he does that in a way, to just give you an example, that let's say this is kind of like Honda CRV car, right? And if you ask someone that, hey, do you want to buy this car for $100,000? And no one would buy that, right? Because you can probably buy this new car for half of the price. So no one would buy this car for $100,000. But let's say that you can break it down, that let's say someone is using this car for Uber, so it's now a business. And if you sell this business to someone in terms of stock by dividing in 100,000 shares, right? So then one share would be like $1. And if you sell that, oh, this is a business, do you want to buy 10 stocks for $10? And many people would buy that, right? That not everyone would buy it, but many people will buy it. That, oh yeah, $10 to invest in this business. So that's what happens, right? When people buy individual stocks without doing that kind of research, that what is the book value of the company, that's what happens, right? So that's why he does that in that way, that he analyzes the company in a way that he's buying the entire company. He figures out what's the book value of the company. And one of the things he says that in today's world, a lot of people knows what is the price of the company, right? What is the price of that one particular stock, but no one knows what is the value of anything, not just in the stocks, like in all this kind of things, right? So that's why he does that. And then when he does in that way, he doesn't want to keep track of the stock price every day, because that can fluctuate every day, which has very little to do how company is doing in the short run, right? So that can happen in based on the news that, oh, a company won a big contract, and that price can the stock of that company can go up or down, right? Because based on just news. So he does in that way. Now the another kind of like investing, and I wouldn't call it investing, it's like more uh, trading, which is based on the trend, right? Then you don't study all these KPIs. You don't go too deep into the company. You just analyze that, not even analyze. You just like look at the trend that the price of a company is going up, and you want to ride that wave, right? That let's say that for whatever reason, recently the Tesla price was going up so much. So people don't know why that's going up. Some people do, most people don't. But all people want to make like that quick money, right? So it's like, okay, yeah, probably Tesla is doing good. Let's buy that stock and make some quick money. So that kind of trading is called trend trading, and a lot of people do this intentionally. And there are also like many books on this, right? That trend trading, and there is nothing wrong with it as long as you do it consciously. That okay, that's what I'm doing. But majority of people who invest in or like do this kind of trading, they do it unconsciously, right? That anytime when the stock market is doing good and anytime a company is doing good, they want to ride that wave. And that kind of thing happens in protesting as well, if you see that, right? That a lot of the time people, when they do protest or when they do advocacy for anything, they have analyzed that cause at the root level. That is, whatever I am protesting for or whatever I am advocating for, is it a good or bad? What are the pros and cons of fixing this or like keeping this way? And they go very deep into that, and then they are like, okay, yeah, I want to support this cause. And then they do it in the long duration, right? That for rest of their life, as long as that whatever wrong is happening, it's not solved, they want to keep advocating for that change. But then also people are there out there who do like trend protesting, which is like you see in the happening in the university a lot while recording this video, right? That they see a trend that people are protesting for something, and that becomes kind of a trend that okay, they to give you an example, there is like a lot of protests going on for the war which is going on in Israel and between Israel and Gaza, I guess, right? So like many people who protest, they haven't realized that whatever that issue is at very deep level, that whatever whose fault it is, what is the issue in the middle is, right? But they see that the protest is happening in the university, and maybe because it's happening, like a lot of people are doing, it must be something good, and we need to support that as well, right, at the sort level. And that happens a lot if you see that, right? You see that in many different protests. To give you some other examples, right? If you ask someone that what are the LGBTQ, I'm not sure I'm getting all the letters right, but like, do you support that? And like in the Western world, you will hardly find people, they are like, oh, I am against their rights, because, and not a lot of people know what those rights are, right? But because now it has become a trend that okay, you have to support that. And it's like same with like feminism movement as well, right? That if you ask anyone today that, hey, do you support feminism, and they are like, Yeah, I do that, and they haven't analyzed at the deep level that is it what is feminism at the root level, right? And all those things are nothing is good or bad. That's not the point here. The point here is that whenever like a protest becomes big, the majority of people who are participating in that protest or in that advocacy, they haven't analyzed that cause at a deep level, but it becomes kind of like a trend. And the trend is that, okay, there are a couple of people in my circle who are like really smart, they are influential people, and because they are supporting, I'm gonna support that, or I'm gonna participate in this protest, right? That's you see a lot. So that is very normal, right? Because we all are very busy and we have limited time, and we cannot analyze everything at very deep levels. So this nothing wrong is in that. But what I wanted to talk about is that we need to figure it out how to make this our cause, what we are advocating for, what we are protesting for, how we can make it uh, normal where more people will start supporting it, right? And then to raise the awareness, I travel to all the 50 states and try to talk to all the people in all the 50 states, and I'm keep doing this live stream to kind of talk about how this whatever we are doing, how at the deep level how it is wrong, how people are suffering, how it is hurting America, right? That I'm trying to spread the awareness, and I think that everyone should do this. But I also know that not everyone will like uh, try to understand this issue at the root level. But what we need to get at the point where it becomes kind of like a trend, right? When it becomes normal, and then there will hopefully there will come a time where people will be like, oh, remove country cap, yes, I support it. And they won't be able to explain it if you ask them a lot of questions how it is wrong, but they will at least know that it's wrong, and they are like, okay, I support it, right? So we need to get to that point at like it becomes very normal for people to support it, where it becomes trend because it's something wrong, right? So, and I'm trying to come up with different ways, and I'm working on some things how to do that, how to make it normal, to do this kind of make it normal for people to support our cause. So I am thinking about different ways. I'll share some of those later, but right now, what we can do for now, right? What we can do is that talk to your uh, if you talk about it at your job, in your friends circle, with your family, the more we talk about it, the more people will become aware, and they will start supporting. Eventually will get to a point where it becomes a trend, right? So hopefully that makes sense. If it doesn't, if you have any questions, let me know. If you have, I am gonna probably be here for one more week or so. So if you have any suggestions to things to do or places to visit in Toronto, let me know. Otherwise, hopefully I'll talk to you guys next week with a new topic. Hopefully you guys are doing something great this weekend, and I'll talk to you guys next week. Take care. Bye.